We talked about the challenges. What do we do to solve it? Many organizations are focused on investment in training and education. So that could mean partnering with local trade schools. It could be looking at apprenticeship programs, identifying ways to introduce and train people transferable skills into the industry. There's also upskilling or reskilling workers. So, how do we create cross training in our organizations? How do we give them access to learn new tools within production and manufacturing? In addition, there could be ways to train people. And I'll share a little bit about what Eastridge does to help with that. And then, of course, attracting and retaining candidates. So we want to attract candidates into the manufacturing industry. So one of the easiest ways to do that is pay rates. I believe year over year, there's been pay rate inflation of 5% for manufacturing alone. Something else that's increasingly important, especially to our newer generation, is flexible work arrangements. So this could be anything from offering childcare at a facility or a partnership with a childcare organization. It could be various hours. And that's also why so many newer workers are looking at opportunities to engage in flex work. And then, of course, retaining them. So, finding ways to create continuous development or education to continue to give these people an opportunity for career growth or transferable skills that they could grow into. And then, lastly, is partnering with temporary staffing firms like Eastridge. That solves a couple of things. One, it allows us to focus on what we specialize on and be able to deliver candidates very quickly. It helps with the ebbs and flows of the manufacturing business, and then also allows manufacturing and production companies to evaluate a person without having that risk and knowing that they can evaluate the right person for our organization and then ultimately offer them full-time employment with that company. We've seen a huge mind shift change with our customer base manufacturing logistics. And I would say that stems from the pandemic. There was unprecedented number of job openings and our clients, customers, companies had to adjust and be flexible in their hiring practices, who they decided to bring on board. So I think that set the stage. Now we've seen a change in the market since then where the demand has declined. It's not depleted, but it's declined. And in some of those cases, we find customers are going back to rigorous screening processes or hiring processes. We find them wanting to go back against the pay rates they increased. So I would say there's definitely an openness to it, but depending on the organization position in the market, you might need to do things to continue to attract candidates or open and explore other types of candidates to bring into your organization.